welcome to the Instagram Stories for Thursday, April 20th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. We have some good news and some bad news to get into, so let's start with the good news. First, the head of Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, posted in his Instagram channel yesterday morning that you can now add up to 5 links in your Instagram bio. He goes on to say that this is probably one of the most requested features we've had. Here to tell a little bit more about that feature is the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri.
Every week I create a video and I'm usually announcing something new, and that kind of tends to make people nervous, but I promise you'll like this one. Today we're rolling out multiple links on bio worldwide. So the way it works is you can go to your profile, hit edit profile, and then tap links, and you'll be able to add up to 5 links right there. You can actually add not only a URL, but a description that can show up as the name instead of the URL. Those will show up on your profile. The first one is the one that'll show up there, and they'll be able to quickly and easily access the other 4. And you can actually, when you're editing them, rearrange them to make sure that the one that you want to be on top is the one that shows up on your profile. Check it out. Sorry it took so long. A solid finally feature. See you next week. Peace.
I checked and I do in fact have this feature. If you do not, it's definitely worth making sure that you update your Instagram app and then go back in and check if you have it or not. The nice thing is you can indeed add multiple links the way Adam Mosseri described, but more importantly, you can reorder them. So if you want one to be on top because you want to feature it that day or week or month or whatever, you have the option in order to do that. Having said that, at first, I didn't really think this was such a big deal. People have been using Linktree or link in bio for such a long time that it's just become part of our normal lives. But is that really necessary? Doing it through the Instagram app makes things more seamless for sure. Overall, I think this is a good feature to have. Obviously, people have been asking for links in captions for way longer, something that Instagram is clearly not going to do at this point. I wonder why they all of a sudden added this ability though. Could it be because they are starting to feel so much heat and pressure from TikTok that they're really trying to scramble to figure out what they can give users that fits in with their current mindset of how things should look and function on Instagram? It's pretty tough when the competition is really nipping at your heels. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have more Instagram and Meta news, so be sure to stick around.
Skip the waiting room. TireRack.com offers convenient mobile tire installation in many areas. Simply shop TireRack.com for your next set of tires, and at checkout, choose Tire Rack Mobile Tire Installation. An expertly trained technician will arrive with your tires and install them on-site. At home, at the office, wherever you are. You'll spend less time waiting and more time doing the things you enjoy. Learn more at TireRack.com.
And we're back. I mentioned at the beginning of the show that there was going to be some bad news, so let's get into it. Meta has announced that there are going to be another 4,000 layoffs for the company. As a reminder, last November, they had indicated there would be 10,000 layoffs. Then in March, another 11,000 layoffs. And now here we are in April, another 4,000 layoffs. There is an article on Bloomberg.com, Instagram will cut or relocate its London staff. The article is written by Sarah Friar, who, if you are keeping track or have been listening to the show for a while, Sarah has been a remarkable friend of the show. She wrote the book, No Filter, The Inside Story of Instagram. I've interviewed her on my podcast twice, and she is just all around an awesome person. Sarah details in this article that Meta is planning to cut or relocate its London-based Instagram employees, according to a person familiar with the matter. The London office became a center for growth for the app when Adam Mosseri moved there temporarily last year. Adam plans to relocate to the US along with the staffers who aren't laid off. And the saddest part of the article, which I actually didn't notice on the first round of my reading, a further round of cuts is set to follow in May. I feel truly terrible for the Meta and Instagram employees who are having to deal with this. My heart goes out to them, and I hope they find other jobs as quickly as humanly possible. That is going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram or other social media news.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you've got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.